yo, between this movie and Final Destination Bloodlines, us horror fans are eating pretty good this spring. We're eating good. One of my YouTuber subscribers said you guys are having a great start to your week because I just got back from seeing the AMC Scream Unseen mystery movie, and today's mystery movie was actually Bring Her Back. From the same people who brought us that Talk To Me movie, I thought that was like surprisingly really good. I think that was on my best movies list of the year it came out. So now they bring us a new horror/drama movie called Bring Her Back. Got back from seeing it. And is the movie good? It's interesting. It's a slow burn. It's very bloody and gory. It's not bad. You should know by now, A24 just love taking on those projects where it's like, it's kind of a head scratcher, but they do something so different in every one of their movies. And I gotta say, Bring Her Back was definitely, it was something in the realm that I'm just like, I was watching it and I'm like, this movie, it has an audience. Yeah, it was going that route. But then it's like, it was a slow burn too, and I was like, okay, I don't mind slow burns as long as you pay it off at the end. And that movie did pay it off like pretty subtly. Cool. As a horror movie, I was like, it's got some creepy elements here and there, some supernatural things sort of happening and not really explained. But the saving grace was there were two scenes that were so bloody and so disturbing and so gory. I was like, just sticking in my head. Literally, those two scenes brought the movie up one extra grade for me. So, yeah, some shit. Let's not waste no more of your time to get to the good and bad on why Bring Her Back. I think the movie comes out, what, next Friday or this Friday? It's coming out soon. So if you want to know about it without spoilers, here we go. Let's talk about it. Acting in the movie. I will say this movie is very well acted. All the characters did pretty well. We got Sally Hawkins in the movie, who's pretty cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Two lead kids in the movie. Well, not kids, but, you know, teenagers. They were pretty good too, especially the main girl, who really does have a disability in this movie, and she has disability in real life. So I love when filmmakers pulled that off. That was good. The movie had a creepy kid in the movie too, like a disturbingly creepy kid. So that always goes far for your horror movie. So far as the cast of the movie goes, they were pretty good or functional. You're on their side. Well, the Sally Hawkins, her character, you're like, yeah, you are one floor over the cuckoo's nest. Plot the movie more or less. Okay, the movie is called Bring Her Back. So on the surface level, pretty much know that you got these two kids. Their father died, so now they get placed in this well, not an orphanage, but they get placed in this foster home. But this mother who's like, okay, yeah, I want to, you know, I can help you out, stuff like that. But then, you know, she starts doing weird things like keeping the little boy locked up in the cellar and shit, and the little boy's terrorizing the cats. And you learn through a series of unfortunate events, like her daughter died, so now she wants to use some witchcraft and wizardry to bring her daughter back through devilish beings. Without too long, wanted to pretty much know that, yeah, two kids moving to this foster house, and the mom's like, yeah, you remind me of my daughter. So let's do some soul swapping. That's the movie. Okay, good, the movie. How about the horrors? Horror movie, right? And like I said, it's got two horror scenes in it, two bloody horror scenes that, like, I've never seen none like this. I don't want to describe it either, because it's like, it's going to kind of give it away, but let's just say it involved a character taking a knife and inserting it somewhere that's just going to make you go like, yeah, I did one of those. Yeah, it happened twice too. That's why I was like, the two times it happened, and then when it happened, it was like pretty like kind of back to back. Like it happened this, and then like maybe 10 minutes later, the second part of it happened. I was just like, okay, now the movies it's up a grade. Themes in the movie too had to deal with grief. That's the main issue in this movie, because the characters are dealing with the loss of loved ones. So the movie does do a good job of conveying that well. I did appreciate that. As an A24 movie, there are so many visually good shots in the movie. I was just like, that's a great still. That's a great thumbnail for a YouTube video. These are great shots. But that's almost kind of A24 at this moment. Kind of like what I say for Pixar. Just like, yeah, Pixar movies, they just look amazing. That's just standard. And that's like A24. Like they will have these amazing shots in their movies. I just like visually really great. Loved it. Any bad guys about the movie? Well, like I said, it's sort of a slow burn. It does pay off, but you're one of the people that's like, I need my movie to pay off like in that first hour. Pay it off. It doesn't really do that, 'cause like I said, it builds up on the mystery, because it's like you don't get all the answers right then and there. It's kind of like you get little breadcrumbs like here and there, like, oh, well, what is it? What is in that shed? Why is he terrorizing that cat? Why is he fucking doing what he's doing? But there are some supernatural elements that did happen in the movie that weren't like really explained. Like maybe I gotta watch it a second time, but it was just kind of like there were moments where Sally Hawkins' character, she was watching some tapes that had some real cult-ish shit happening. The movie never explained like, is she in a cult, or like how did she get those tapes, or how did she know like this possession's gonna work? The movie never answered it, so it just left me up in the air like, well, You don't care, I don't care either. And then Bring Her Back was a movie that had a pretty satisfying time when I was surprised. This movie is no way related to Talk to Me, so don't go in the movie thinking that. It's not a sequel or a prequel. It pretty much is like, it's just the director's like, yeah, we made this one movie, so now we're gonna make another movie that's sort of like it. Just a little bit more creepy. Are we gonna see it, stream it, or skip it? I will say, this is a hard one because there are a lot of movies coming out. So I'll say that Bring Her Back is probably a pretty good movie that you probably could see in theaters, but you could also stream it too. You can't go Bring Her Back officially in theaters. When is this movie coming out? Give me a second. May 30th. Oh, just in time for Memorial Day. So you can celebrate your Memorial Day with some horror. And Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. Busy weekend. You guys have the next video, and as always, subscribe. Until next time.